Is finally the end for the king of the simps. I'm sorry, the king of Instagram, Dan Bilzerian. Well, let's talk about it and find out. But before I do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of Dan Bilzerian. Oof. We got a little bit to talk about. So let's just break it down here. Now, first and foremost, listen, I'm not a hater. If somebody can be successful, build their own company, build their own brand, make a ton of money, not have to worry about finances, be happy in life, contribute to society, help other people out, then much props. You got all mad respect from me for doing that. Great. That's awesome. Now, let's talk about Dan Bilzerian. So, the reason, and it's not just me. Listen, this guy catches flack from every angle. There are so many YouTube, well, not, I wouldn't say so many, but Jamari, this YouTube creator, Jamari, he's done some funny videos about Dan Bilzerian. And I think what it is Dan just seems like he's such a fake, phony, lying piece of shit. I mean, I don't know what else to call him. So, all right, let me slow down here. So let's start with his dad, Paul Bilzerian. He's a convicted felon. I'm not exactly sure how his dad made all his money, but it was pretty grimy. From what I understand, his dad was kind of a scumbag, made a bunch of money illegally, got in trouble with the SEC, yada, yada, yada. Dan was a trust fund kid. Now, everything the guy says, nobody knows if he's lying, if he's telling the truth. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. He was on Brian Rose's London Real. He talks about how he made all his money gambling, playing poker, made millions like this world-class poker player. And I think for the most part, people just believe it was that illegal, that dirty money that his dad made that he handed down to him. And I happen to believe that too, because this guy's full of shit. And we got the receipts to prove it. So first of all, that seems to be the opinion about where Dan got all his money. Now, he's always talking about how his company's doing great. He's writing his book. He's going to do great. It's all nonsense. But before we get into that, I've made a couple of videos about this guy in the past, and the things that irk me the most are the things that I made these videos about, and I'm going to show you guys. Number one, Dan Bilzerian paid. He paid a movie company $1 million. He said it was a loan. He loaned them $1 million to be in the movie. Oh yeah, it's true. You don't believe me? Let me see what I can show you guys. Okay, so here it is. You guys remember the movie Lone Survivor with Mark Wahlberg? It was a good movie. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. So let's read this. Dan Bilzerian says he loaned the production $1 million in exchange for at least 8 minutes of screen time and 80 words of dialogue, but he appears in the film for less than 1 minute. In 2019, Bilzerian sued the producers of the Lone Survivor film. His lawsuit states, although he lent the production of that film $1 million in exchange for a minimum of 8 minutes of screen time and 80 words of dialogue, his role was reduced to less than 1 minute. And that's it. It just showed him at the beginning sitting in a chair. And he didn't say anything. It barely showed him. When I saw the movie, I didn't even know it was him. I didn't realize it was him until I saw the story a while back. Now, so he's not in a movie because of his acting skills or anything like that. It's because he said, "Here, I'll give you guys $1 million to go towards making the movie." Of course, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, here, let's take the money. Yeah, make sure this guy doesn't get shit for a part." Like, that's insane. All right. Number two, I made a I made a video about this a while back too, where he pretends he's a police officer in the Vegas shooting, which was a complete tragedy. He goes up to a cop and asks a police officer for a gun, tells him he's a police officer, and he's going to show him his credentials.
Help? Dude, don't fucking, you know better than this. I'm just saying, I don't know who the fuck you are. I just showed you my cred. That's
How crazy is that? He asks the cop for a gun in the middle of a firefight, shows him something, and the cop says, "No, man, I don't know who the F you are. Get out of here." And he says, "I just showed you my creds." Well, what the hell did he show him then? Well, let's find out. All right, so it says there are many people who doubt Bilzerian's claims about his success in poker. Yep, I'm one of them. And as it turns out, there are others who had suspicions about other self-proclaimed achievements of the millionaire social media star. The latter suspicions have been proven correct. Interesting. Larry Barker for KRQE investigated the agency which issued Bilzerian's police credentials and found out it was completely fraudulent. It was uncovered that a small town of only 430 people, Lake Arthur, New Mexico, established an all-reserve police force supposedly to help keep order in the community. However, no training was required to join the force. Only a $400 fee needed to be paid. The majority of recruits don't even live in the state of New Mexico. What? Bilzerian was present at the country music concert in Las Vegas last October where Stephen Paddock opened fire. Okay, blah, blah. I don't want that guy mention his name at all. Allegedly, Bilzerian was citing his fraudulent police credentials when he was asking a police officer to hand his gun over to him. The king of Instagram won't be able to play police officer with his fake credentials anymore, however, since the mayor of Lake Arthur has revoked the fake papers after national media picked up the story. The police chief who started the reserve program, Will Norwood, has been placed on leave. Oh, no shit. There you have it. Fake credentials. And he couldn't even hold on to his fake credentials, got stripped from him. Ah, Jesus, Dan. Come on, man. So, listen, this guy, it's all right. So, next up, Dan Bilzerian's the king of Instagram, self-proclaimed king of Instagram, right? Okay. So I'm sure you guys have all seen his Instagram. I mean, he clearly has to pay these people. These people aren't just going to go hang out with him for free. So he's always got tons of girls around him. He's got these guys. Who knows if he pays these guys to be his buddies or not? You know, pays for these extravagant trips, pays for this crazy extravagant lifestyle for not just himself, but everybody around him. That shit is super expensive. So his company Ignite. I mean, listen, if you have a company, you have to work a little bit to get it going. Clearly, this guy wasn't working on it. All he was doing was getting the most extravagant pictures he could to post on Instagram with all these girls and guns and trips and this and that. So he could be like a hero to like 15, 16-year-old kids. It's like, come on, man. Like, just grow up a little bit and, you know, you don't have to post 3 or 4 times a day of these crazy, no one's going to fault you if you're not posting it. But anyway, so all of a sudden he just disappeared. Well, it was reported that Ignite was doing terrible, losing money. You know, they'd hire a president or CEO or something, and then they'd fire him, and then they'd go through another CEO. The company was just out of control, and apparently from reports said that it was just his extravagant spending was just way too out of control. The company couldn't make any money. Listen, if your company is bringing in this much money and you're spending that much money, it doesn't take a genius to find out you're not going to be around that long. That company is not going to be around that long. So when it started coming to the surface that Ignite was doing terrible, he lied about a house that he had. He was on, was it Kevin O'Leary on the Shark Tank? I think the guy from the Shark Tank showed up at the house that Dan Bilzerian was renting. Apparently let Kevin believe that he had bought the house, the mansion. This guy's just, but anyway, I digress. He disappears from Instagram. 4 months, like August, September, October, November. Yeah, he disappeared from Instagram for almost like 4 or 5 months, posting nothing. The king of Instagram all of a sudden's gone. That's it. Like, if you're the king of Instagram, you got to be the king of Instagram. Like, obviously, you relinquished your crown. 4 or 5 months goes by and nothing, and then, of course, he's still gonna try to save a little face. So for Christmas, he, spent some more money to have some people hang out with him, and threw up a picture for Christmas just to probably try to make it look like to his 14 to 16-year-old fans that he wasn't the ship wasn't completely sinking yet. But nobody was fooled at this point. Everybody pretty much knew that this was just the last ditch effort to try to make everybody believe he was still at his head above water. But everybody knew it was bullshit by this point, I'm pretty sure. And then he had a little video clip come out talking about his haters and this and that. And what he was responding to, well, he was responding to, I'm sure, a few different people. Tom Nash. Tom Nash has a YouTube channel. Financial YouTube channel. Talks about stocks and finances. Seems like a super smart guy. Seems like he knows what he's talking about. He's made a couple videos about Dan. And just a couple weeks ago, he made a video. And this guy, Tom, he'll get the Ignite financial papers and everything. He'll go right through them. So Tom made a video a couple weeks ago, and the title down in the corner says, Dan Bilzerian and Ignite are finished. And look, he gets the financial statements. He'll go right through them, circle things, explain it all. Because me, I don't know. Like, reading Chinese, I don't know what the hell he's saying. But yeah, I mean, he breaks it down so it makes sense. I don't know how to read these financials. But I suggest you check out Tom Nash's channel and check out these videos that he does about Dan. He's good. He's good. So when I saw Tom's latest video a couple weeks ago, it pretty much, and like I said, with the whole Instagram thing not posting for 4 or 5 months, just throwing up a post for Christmas, he didn't even do one for New Year's or anything. And then Tom had made a video, I don't know, a couple months ago about the ship sinking, the Dan Bilzerian Ignite ship sinking. 2 weeks ago, he comes out with this, and it looks like Ignite is just about out of money. It looks like they're done. I mean, who knows if Paul Bilzerian's going to come in and throw some more money at his son? Who knows if Paul Bilzerian's got any more of that dirty money left? I mean, who knows? I think one of the former CEOs or something that they, that they hired for Ignite and then fired is suing Ignite. So they're in all kinds of trouble. They apparently owe investors all kinds of money. So from the financial aspect of it, it looks like Ignite's just it's a ship going down. It's the ship sinking. Now, will the captain go down with the ship? Who knows? I'm pretty sure that Dan Bilzerian has sunk so much money into Ignite, and that Dan Bilzerian has sunk so much money into trying to look cool for the 14, 15, 16-year-old kids, trying to make it look like all these girls love him, trying to make it look like he's got all these friends that always want to be around him. And I think that's pretty much done him in. And you know what? I'm not sad over it. From what I gather, to most people, this guy just seems like a cocky, arrogant a-hole that just lives a fake life that's unattainable. Unattainable to a certain extent. You can't just. I'm not going to say you can't do anything. All right, I'm just going to say that's the bottom line. Is this guy's a hero to what, teenage boys? That's it. No grown adult looks at this guy and is like, oh, I want to be like Dan Bilzerian. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Dan, and I'm sure I'll get some hate comments about it. And you're just a hater. Listen, I'm not. Like I said, I'll give anybody. You got people. Okay, you got people like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is one of the top YouTubers out there. Kid named Jimmy. He's like 23 years old. What a success story that! Because I don't know him personally, but I get nothing but great things to say about Mr. Beast. He has built his YouTube channel from nothing to 50 million subscribers. That kid makes millions of dollars between Google AdSense and his merch. He gives so much money away. He's such a philanthropist. Helps a ton of people out that need money. He's always with his buddies, paying them to work for him. He's always laughing and smiling and having a good time. I get nothing. I would never say a bad word about Mr. Beast. Like, I got much respect for people like that. People like Mr. Beast who help other people out, who are genuinely happy, who are genuinely doing good and, contributing to society, making the world a better place. To me, it doesn't seem like Dan Bilzerian's that guy. But like I said, let me know in the comment. Call me a hater. That's okay. I'm not a hater. I'll give props where props is due. Let me know what you guys think, and do, like I said, subscribe to my channel. Turn that notification bell on. I got some cool videos. I'm trying to get away from. I made some political videos lately. I'm trying to get away from that right now because everybody's just pushing the politics down our throats. And let's step away, see if we can have some fun, have a few laughs. I got another cool video coming up in a couple days that is off the whole political train. So join me on this journey. I'd love to have you guys. I'm trying to grow my channel. We all got to start somewhere. My first goal was 100 subscribers. Crack that mark. My next goal is 500 subscribers. You guys help me get there. Hit the subscribe button. Let's have some fun. Grow this community. You guys, the world's gone crazy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Just try to be a good person. Do the best you can, and everything's going to work out. Peace.